Imagine encountering a woman who seems to defy social norms, exuding an air of confidence that draws you in yet keeps you at arm's length. She navigates conversations with a piercing honesty that can leave others reeling, as if she's holding up a mirror to their own truths. While many shy away from uncomfortable topics, she embraces them, believing that true connection lies beneath the surface. What drives her to prioritize authenticity over politeness? As you peel back the layers of her personality, you'll find a world where sincerity reigns supreme, and every interaction is an opportunity for genuine connection. What secrets lie within her unyielding approach to relationships? 1. Discomfort in crowded places. Sigma females, known for their independent spirit and strong sense of self, often find themselves feeling uncomfortable in crowded places. These women, who march to the beat of their own drum, thrive on deep connections and meaningful interactions. However, in bustling environments where superficial conversations and surface-level relationships prevail, Sigma females can quickly become drained and overwhelmed. Their preference for solitude stems from a deep understanding of their own needs and desires. Sigma females are introspective by nature, taking time to reflect on their thoughts and feelings. In the midst of a crowd, where external stimuli are constantly vying for their attention, it can be challenging for them to maintain their inner focus and clarity. They find solace in quieter settings where they can engage in thoughtful discussions and truly connect with those around them. Small gatherings, where the emphasis is on quality over quantity, are often more appealing to Sigma females. In these intimate settings, they can showcase their wit, intelligence, and depth of character. Sigma females thrive on the opportunity to share their unique perspectives and engage in thought-provoking exchanges. They find fulfillment in fostering genuine connections and building relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. In larger social settings, Sigma females may feel out of place. The constant need to make small talk and engage in superficial interactions can be draining for these women who value authenticity above all else. They may find themselves retreating into their own thoughts, observing the interactions around them with a critical eye, or seeking out a quiet corner to recharge. Despite their discomfort in crowded places, Sigma females understand the importance of maintaining a balance between their need for solitude and their desire for meaningful connections. They may push themselves to attend social events, knowing that it is an opportunity to expand their horizons and potentially meet like-minded individuals. However, they do so on their own terms, setting boundaries and taking breaks when necessary to prevent burnout. Sigma females' discomfort in crowded places is a reflection of their unique personality traits and values. They prioritize depth over breadth in their relationships and find fulfillment in solitude and small gatherings where they can engage in meaningful interactions. By understanding and embracing their preferences, Sigma females can navigate social situations with confidence and authenticity, while still maintaining their sense of self. 2. Dislike for networking events. Sigma females are often characterized by their strong aversion to networking events, which can feel overwhelming and unappealing to them. Unlike many individuals who thrive in social settings designed for professional connections, Sigma females prefer to avoid these scenarios. This reluctance stems from their desire for genuine connections rather than superficial interactions that are often the hallmark of such events. Networking typically involves small talk and casual exchanges that lack depth, which can leave Sigma females feeling unsatisfied and disconnected. At networking events, the atmosphere is usually charged with a sense of urgency and competition. Attendees often engage in a flurry of introductions, exchanging business cards, and discussing their professional achievements. For Sigma females, this environment can feel disingenuous and exhausting. They tend to see small talk as a barrier to forming real relationships, viewing it as shallow and unfulfilling. Instead of discussing mundane topics like the weather or industry jargon, Sigma females yearn for conversations that delve into personal experiences, aspirations, and ideas that matter. When they do find themselves at networking events, Sigma females often gravitate towards deeper discussions with a few individuals rather than trying to connect with everyone in the room. They might ask thought-provoking questions or share insights that encourage more meaningful dialogue. This approach can sometimes catch others off guard, as many are accustomed to the typical networking script that favors light banter over substantial conversation. Sigma females' preference for authenticity means they may come across as reserved or distant in these settings, but this is merely a reflection of their desire for quality interactions. Sigma females value their independence and often prefer solitude or small gatherings where they can engage more meaningfully with others. This preference further explains their disdain for networking events, which can feel like an obligation rather than an opportunity for genuine connection. They are not driven by the need to expand their social circle for the sake of appearances. Instead, they prioritize relationships that enrich their lives and align with their values. Sigma females' dislike for networking events highlights their commitment to authenticity and meaningful engagement. Their focus on creating deep connections rather than accumulating contacts makes them unique in a world that often prioritizes quantity over quality in social interactions. By seeking out environments where they can foster genuine relationships, Sigma females navigate their social lives with intention and purpose, ensuring that every interaction holds significance. 3. Strong boundaries. Sigma females exhibit a distinct aversion to networking events, which can often be overwhelming and unappealing to them. In a world that frequently celebrates extroversion and socializing as a means to success, Sigma females stand apart with their unique approach to relationships and interactions. They prioritize authenticity and depth over the superficial exchanges that are common in networking environments. For many, networking is seen as an essential tool for career advancement, but for Sigma females, it often feels like a forced exercise in small talk that lacks genuine connection. At networking events, the atmosphere is typically charged with competition and the pressure to make favorable impressions. Sigma females, however, are not driven by the need to impress others or accumulate contacts for the sake of appearances. Instead, they seek meaningful conversations that resonate with their values and interests. This preference can lead them to feel alienated in environments where the focus is on quantity rather than quality of interactions. They often find themselves disengaged from conversations that revolve around trivial topics or self-promotion, which can leave them feeling drained and unfulfilled. Sigma females thrive in settings where they can engage deeply with others. Their natural inclination is to foster connections based on mutual respect and understanding rather than transactional relationships. This desire for authenticity means they are more likely to invest their time in a few close friendships rather than spreading themselves thin across numerous acquaintances. When they do attend networking events, they may gravitate towards individuals who share similar values or interests, seeking out those rare opportunities for genuine connection amidst the chaos. The discomfort with networking also stems from Sigma females' strong sense of self-awareness. They understand their own needs and recognize when an environment does not align with their values. This self-awareness allows them to set boundaries effectively. If an event feels draining or insincere, they are likely to excuse themselves or limit their engagement. Their preference for solitude or smaller gatherings reflects their belief that true connection cannot be rushed or manufactured in a crowded room filled with strangers. Sigma females are often excellent listeners and observers, which can make the superficial nature of networking particularly frustrating for them. They excel in meaningful conversations where they can explore ideas and share insights without the distraction of social posturing. This capacity for deep engagement allows them to form bonds that are rich in quality, providing emotional support and understanding that is often absent in conventional networking scenarios. Sigma females' dislike for networking events highlights their commitment to authenticity and meaningful engagement. Their focus on creating deep connections rather than accumulating contacts makes them unique in a world that often prioritizes extroversion and superficiality in social interactions. By understanding these traits, one can appreciate the distinctive approach Sigma females bring to relationships and social situations, valuing depth over breadth in their connections with others. 4. Preference for authentic relationships. Sigma females possess a distinct preference for authentic relationships, valuing depth and sincerity over the superficial connections that often characterize modern social interactions. Unlike many who may feel compelled to maintain a wide circle of acquaintances, Sigma females find fulfillment in nurturing a small group of close friends. This selective approach to relationships allows them to invest their emotional energy in bonds that are meaningful and enriching, rather than spreading themselves thin across numerous casual friendships that lack substance. The essence of their preference for authenticity lies in their understanding that true connections require effort, communication, and mutual respect. Sigma females are not interested in fleeting romances or shallow acquaintances. Instead, they seek partners and friends who are equally committed to building relationships grounded in sincerity. This commitment fosters an environment where both parties can grow together, supporting one another through life's challenges while celebrating each other's successes. They believe that a strong relationship is built on a foundation of trust and transparency, where open communication is encouraged and valued. Sigma females are known for their high standards when it comes to friendships and romantic partnerships. They act as discerning gatekeepers, carefully vetting potential friends and partners to ensure they align with their values and expectations. This rigorous selection process means that those who earn a place in their inner circle are often deeply trusted individuals who share similar ideals and emotional intelligence. Sigma females appreciate friends who can engage in profound discussions and offer genuine support, creating a network of relationships that enrich their lives. In addition to their selectivity, Sigma females also embrace their true selves within these relationships. They are unapologetically authentic, displaying their quirks and vulnerabilities without fear of judgment. This level of honesty not only strengthens their connections but also encourages others to be genuine in return. When Sigma females express their thoughts and feelings openly, it cultivates a safe space for mutual expression, allowing both parties to be vulnerable without the fear of rejection. This preference for authenticity extends beyond mere friendship. It influences how Sigma females approach romantic relationships as well. They seek partners who appreciate them for who they truly are, rather than for any facade they might present. This desire for genuine connection means they are often unafraid to walk away from relationships that lack sincerity or fail to meet their emotional needs. They understand that a fulfilling partnership requires both individuals to be fully accepted for their true selves, fostering an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding. Sigma females tend to maintain healthy boundaries within their relationships. They recognize the importance of personal space and emotional well-being, ensuring that they do not become overly entangled in others' problems while still offering support when needed. This balance allows them to cultivate strong bonds without sacrificing their individuality or emotional health. Sigma females' preference for authentic relationships is rooted in their desire for depth, sincerity, and mutual respect. By prioritizing quality over quantity in their social circles, they create meaningful connections that enrich their lives while allowing them to remain true to themselves. Their commitment to authenticity not only enhances the quality of their friendships, but also fosters an environment where both they and those around them can thrive emotionally and personally. 5. Honesty over politeness. Sigma females are known for their unwavering commitment to honesty, even when it may lead to uncomfortable situations. They firmly believe that being straightforward and direct is the best policy, as it fosters trust and respect in their relationships. Unlike those who prioritize politeness and avoid confrontation, Sigma females value authenticity above all else. For Sigma females, honesty is not just a virtue but a way of life. They believe that by being truthful they can build genuine connections with others and establish a foundation of mutual understanding. When a Sigma female offers her opinion or feedback, she does so with the intention of helping the other person grow and improve, even if her words may sting initially. They understand that sugarcoating the truth or offering false praise does little to help someone develop and often leads to more harm than good in the long run. This commitment to honesty extends to all areas of a Sigma female's life, from personal relationships to professional settings. They are not afraid to speak up and voice their concerns or disagreements, even if it means going against the grain. Sigma females recognize that being direct may ruffle some feathers, but they are willing to take that risk in order to maintain their integrity and ensure that their message is heard. Sigma females believe that honesty is the foundation of trust and respect in any relationship. They are drawn to individuals who share their values and are willing to engage in open and honest communication. When a Sigma female trusts someone enough to share her true thoughts and feelings, she expects the same level of authenticity in return. This mutual understanding and respect is what allows Sigma females to form deep and meaningful connections with others. Sigma females' dedication to honesty can sometimes be misunderstood by those who are more comfortable with social niceties and polite facades. Their straightforward manner may come across as blunt or even rude to those who are not used to such direct communication. But for Sigma females, being honest is never about being cruel or hurtful. It is simply about speaking their truth and expecting the same from others. In a world that often values politeness over authenticity, Sigma females stand out as a beacon of honesty and integrity. They are not afraid to challenge the status quo and speak their minds, even if it means ruffling a few feathers along the way. By prioritizing honesty over politeness, Sigma females are able to build strong, trusting relationships and create a more authentic and fulfilling life for themselves. 6. Avoidance of small talk. Sigma females are known for their aversion to small talk, often steering clear of trivial conversations that do not contribute to meaningful connections. Instead, they gravitate towards deeper discussions that allow them to engage with others on a more profound level. This preference stems from their desire for authenticity and genuine interaction, as they believe that superficial exchanges often lack substance and fail to foster true understanding between individuals. In social situations, Sigma females may find themselves feeling out of place when surrounded by light-hearted banter or casual chit-chat. They view small talk as a barrier to forming real relationships, often perceiving it as a waste of time that detracts from the opportunity to explore ideas, emotions, and experiences that matter. Rather than skimming the surface of conversations, Sigma females seek out topics that provoke thought and invite introspection. They are drawn to discussions about personal growth, philosophical inquiries, and shared values conversations that allow them to connect with others in a way that feels enriching and fulfilling. This inclination towards deeper dialogue also reflects their emotional intelligence and self-awareness. Sigma females are adept at reading social cues and understanding the dynamics of interpersonal relationships. They recognize when conversations lack depth and may choose to redirect discussions towards more meaningful topics. Their ability to engage in profound conversations not only enhances their relationships, but also encourages others to open up and share their true selves. In this way, Sigma females create an environment where authenticity thrives, allowing for connections that are both supportive and transformative. Sigma females often find solace in solitude or small gatherings where they can engage in meaningful discussions without the distractions of a larger crowd. This preference allows them to cultivate relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding rather than superficial interactions. They value quality over quantity in their social circles, choosing to invest their time and energy in friendships that offer depth and emotional connection. Their avoidance of small talk can sometimes be misinterpreted as aloofness or disinterest by those who are more accustomed to traditional social norms. However, this behavior is simply a reflection of their desire for authenticity and meaningful engagement. Sigma females are not dismissive, rather, they are selective about how they spend their time and with whom they choose to connect. They understand that true friendships take effort and commitment, which is why they prioritize relationships that align with their values. Sigma females often approach conversations with curiosity and openness, asking thought-provoking questions that encourage others to share their perspectives. This inquisitive nature allows them to delve deeper into discussions, fostering a sense of connection that transcends superficiality. They appreciate when others reciprocate this depth of engagement, creating a dynamic where both parties feel valued and understood. Sigma females' avoidance of small talk highlights their commitment to authenticity in relationships. By prioritizing deeper discussions over trivial exchanges, they cultivate connections that enrich their lives and the lives of those around them. Their ability to navigate conversations with intention not only enhances their interpersonal relationships, but also contributes to a more profound understanding of themselves and others in an increasingly superficial world.